Bill Belichick and Nick Saban.
Who was Nick Saban?
I'm going to tell you.
Welcome to Quip N Cap Quickies, where we... Shit, I forgot the words, baby. You do it.
Yeah, we just going to do some quick recaps on current events, quick takes on current events.
Quick takes. That's
Quick
the
takes.
word.
So this one we're going to talk about Bill Belichick and Nick Saban retiring. I want to say within a couple days of each other. They retired like a couple days within
So
each
Bill
other.
Belichick, he's not trying to become a coach again. He's completely and officially retired. I thought he was interviewing for different coaching positions.
You know what? He didn't retire. He parted ways with New England.
Okay.
He parted ways with New England, and pretty much it was like supposed to be like an agreement. You know, which probably was more so led by the New England organization. They probably wanted to move on, I'm guessing, but he leaving New England. A couple days later, now Nick Saban actually retired. Nick Saban was the head coach for the college team.
Okay,
Alabama
yes,
the legendary
I
coach.
Yes.
They retired they both left their positions within a couple days of each other. It might have been one day apart, for real. Might have been one day apart.
And Nick Saban is the one he left because of that whole NFT stuff. He doesn't want kids making money off playing because it's affecting which schools they go to, which is making it harder for him to get good players.
I mean, that's your opinion. He ain't say that.
Is that not?
He ain't say that.
Then where did I hear that from? You?
You heard that? That's what I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I don't know anything about.
And that's what a lot of people think.
He didn't.
He ain't say that. I guess he just got. I don't know. He just retired. He old. You know?
Okay.
But I think he retired for that reason. I think that once players and was able to make money, now the field is wider. You're gonna go where the money is. No matter how good the college is, I'm going. Who's gonna give me the most money? That's where I'm gonna go. And a lot of these schools that wasn't as good as Alabama got more money than Alabama. They got alumni and boosters that can come out the pocket, and they're gonna pay these top high school players, that's coming in the country, that's coming out of high school, pay them $1 million for some type of advertisement here, So once they started getting paid, Alabama reign started kind of diminishing. It started getting a little harder for them. They wasn't as dominant these past few years as they normally have been. So I think he rolled out because of that. Bill Belichick, he rolled out. I think it was more so the New England organization getting tired of him because when Tom Brady left, he was never the same.
Listen, I know a little bit about this Bill Belichick stuff, and I will say he probably was on the verge of getting fired. They came to an agreement because he had a legacy with the Patriots. But Bill Belichick is not a good coach without a star player like, what's his name?
Tom
Brady. I for some reason I wanted to say Troy Aikman. I'm like, that's not his name. But once Tom Brady left, it showed who was the driving force behind the Patriots. If it was the coach or the player, and it turned out to be the player. So and Bill Belichick, he, after a couple years, New England was like, all right, sir, we thought it might have been you and not the player, but we were wrong. It was the player and not you. So they cut ties in a very agreeable fashion, so it didn't make him look bad.
Yeah, so.
But I think it does make him look bad. And he should retire. Because Bill Belichick is a cheater.
Yeah,
and a bad coach. I don't know if he's a bad coach for sure, but I'm calling it. He's a bad coach, and he needs to retire.
He ain't looking that great for sure right now. And the latest news is that, he interviewed for the Atlanta Falcons job, and he didn't get it.
Because he's probably asking for too much money.
They gave it, and not too much money, but too much control. Because in New England, he was the head coach and the general manager. And typically, like our team this year, we got a general manager.
Do you think
that's going to pick the players and pick the,
But do you think when you're holding two positions like that, you're getting double salaries? You must, right?
I don't think. But if you are, it's probably not really because how much is the general manager making? They probably making nowhere near what the head coach making.
But it don't matter. It's
so
still double salaries.
It's probably a combined, maybe, yeah. But it's like if you making $8 million a year as a coach and you the general manager, probably bumping from 8 to 10. Now you're making 10, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. If you're doing more than one job, you probably should get paid for both jobs.
I think he should.
I think he should.
You
but
know,
but one of his biggest criticisms was his general manager job. He would in the draft. He never picked good players. He wasn't good at picking good players in the draft.
Did he draft Troy?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Maybe.
Why I want to keep calling him Troy Aikman?
Because their name start with a T, and they both quarterback. But
Troy Aikman is like a long out of this whole thing.
Yeah, he retired.
He's back from when I actually was paying attention to football.
Yeah, he retired like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
Years ago.
But yeah, so he out of a job right now. So it's looking like he might not even coach this year. I think all the teams picked their coaches by now. So he's out of a job.
He needs to retire. His last couple years, his team hasn't been good since Tom Brady left. What does that tell you?
But he don't want to retire because he got this ego. He don't want people to think that he is who he is because of Tom Brady.
And that's why he not.
But that's what's going.
Coaching job.
That's what's going to happen because you're not going to win another Super Bowl.
He need to go to college.
Tom Brady left and won a Super Bowl with another team. You're not going to win a Super Bowl without Tom Brady, and you're not going to get a job that has a quarterback that can win you a Super Bowl because them coaches are already winning with these quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, Bill Belichick ain't getting that job maybe unless Andy Reid retire. Maybe they might hire him.
But I don't think
know.
they will want to go with somebody like him. They will want to get somebody fresh and new. Bill Belichick been in this. He's been coaching for such a long time. He's old and crotchety. And he wants control, and he wants people to bend in his will.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, no.
Probably.
No, you're not going to come into our regime and try to take over. He was able to do that with New England, but I'm sure he didn't start off doing that. Did he start off as the coach and the general manager, or did he move into that position?
I don't know because he started coaching them in 2000.
But he was with him for a long time.
Yeah, over 20 years.
I'm gonna Google it. I don't think
he
started.
He probably wasn't. I don't know. I mean, that's a lot to give a new coach because he ain't have that type of resume when they got him.
I don't think that he started off like that. He probably moved into that position and then he want to hold that power over whatever team, and he's not worth that.
And what the issue is that the owner for the Patriots, it came down to him picking Bill Belichick or Tom Brady, and he realized that he chose the wrong one. He chose Belichick over Brady. If he can go back, he'd choose Brady and get rid of Belichick. If he got to get rid of, what he would do is go back and make Belichick stick with Brady until Brady was ready to leave. That's what he would have done.
He didn't want to because of his ego, and that he wanted to prove to people that he was the driving force for them winning all those games. And that blew up in his face.
Yeah, it blew up in his face.
Nobody wants a bad coach like that. You're supposed to make decisions for the team, not for yourself. Mm-hmm. And it's obvious that he was making decisions for himself and not for the team, and that's why he's in a position that he's in now.
Yeah.
He need to retire like Rivera. They cut from the same cloth.
I'll tell you like
making
this.
decisions for themselves and not for the team.
I'll tell you like this. I ain't want him here because it was floating around that he possibly was going to be a candidate for this job. I ain't want him. I'll tell you, I ain't want him, but I mean, honestly, if he retired, that's on him. I can do without him. I don't care if he come back or not. I don't care. Mm-hmm. I ain't want him here. Mm-hmm. But I will say that if we got Dan Quinn, to me, it ain't no different for us getting Belichick, if he asks me.
I think it's a difference because Dan Quinn is not, hopefully, he's not so full of himself that he's coming up in there trying to, demand that he have more control than what he should have. People
like Dan Quinn. I don't think a lot of people like Bill Belichick.
He don't look like he a nice person. He look crotchety.
Mm-hmm. So that's the take on Bill Belichick and Nick Saban. Nick Saban, one of the greatest college coaches, and probably the greatest, arguably number one greatest college coach of all time. He retired, so good luck to him. I don't like his face, but. Maybe his resume
can take over his job.
I don't like Dan Quinn's face either. I don't like his face. I forgot to say that when we talking about him. I don't like his face.
I think you started off saying that.
I don't know if I said, but I don't like his face. I don't like none of these white people's faces. These white coaches' faces. Now, some of them cool. Some of them got young, cool faces.
I like the guy that coaches Miami.
Oh, the little nerdy guy?
He just seems so cool. He be on the sidelines rapping and stuff.
Yeah, little nerd. All right, so enough of that Quip and Cap quick take.
Quickies.
We out.
The only thing.